What's going on, everybody? Milk44 here, and I'm going to talk about why I think Tekken 7 is quite disappointing and wasn't worth the wait. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. It's either one of those two. But if you don't know me, you probably see me around because honestly, I'm very known to be around in YouTube comments.
Oh, how's it going, Melku44? Recognize your name. Why is your name familiar? Melku44. Like an image in my head too. Oh wait, no, you comment on YouTube videos, that's why.
And if you know me, you know personally I can't enjoy this game as fully as I want to because my favorite part of Tekken is missing.
I've been crying over you, crying over you.
But there's also other reasons why I'm not enjoying the game as much as I want to. Now alright, how long have we been waiting for Tekken 7 to come out? 3 years. Well, listen, I know that Tekken 6 came out in 2009 and Tekken Tag 2 came out in 2012, at least on console releases. So, and the first time we saw Tekken 7 gameplay was in 2014 and it just came out for consoles this year. So that's why I say that we waited for it for 3 years. But what in the world went wrong with this? Because they had all this time to make this the perfect game, but it's still lacking in quite a lot of areas in my opinion. Fighting games are starting to lack single player content more and more these days because of the whole esports movement that we're having now with the fighting game community, which makes sense. You're like, Milku, it's a fighting game, why wouldn't there be competition? What I'm trying to say is, like, not everybody likes to play like that. Back then you could play a fighting game and there'd be a ton of fun game modes that you could enjoy. And Tekken 7 just doesn't have that. Like, we waited so long for this game, and you know, we get better graphics and it's on a stronger system, but for some reason we have less game modes than ever. Like, it's kind of crazy how naive sometimes that we can be as fans. We're like, oh, they're probably just, you know, delaying the game so much because they're trying to make it that perfect release. But whenever I got on this game, I was like, oh my goodness. We only have arcade mode, practice, and treasure battle, and I forgot the other mode that we have. I probably just nailed them all down, right? Whenever I was here, I was like, wow, arcade mode's only 5 battles? What in the world? And then treasure battle is the worst replacement for ghost battle ever. In Tekken 5, ghost battle was like the coolest game mode ever. You get to do endless battles as long as you want to. You get to pick who you fight next out of 3 characters, and the stage always changes. Treasure battle, you do 5 battles on the same stage, and then you get like the special battle, and then you move to a new stage. It just feels really bad, and I missed whenever you earn money to buy certain stuff that you want and customization. Yeah, you can still do that, but it's kind of limited because some of the stuff you have to play treasure battle or online to get these things, and it sucks because if I go in treasure battle playing with Law, I want to unlock stuff for Law. I don't want to unlock stuff for, let's say, someone like Lily. If I want to unlock stuff for Lily, I would play with Lily. I don't understand that. The customization has to be the worst customization I've ever seen in any Tekken game. In Tekken 5, it was, you can excuse Tekken 5 because Tekken 5, it was the first Tekken game to have customization, so it's not going to be all that great. Tekken 6, it did a mass improvement. Like, you could, they had this thing to where you could edit the front of the hair, the base of the hair, and then the back of the hair, and then the sides, which was a really cool system introduced in that game. And then you had character-specific clothing for that, so something that would make sense for that character. It was so good. It was a big improvement from Tekken 5. And then when Tekken Tag 2 came along, I felt like it was a little downscale because your glove, if you like had like a shirt on with the character, and then that shirt would come equipped with gloves. It's safe you didn't want the gloves. Too bad, they're stuck together. Same thing with certain pants and shoes. They were put together, but in Tekken 6 they were separate, which I thought worked better. But at the same time, Tekken Tag 2 did give us a better color scheme, and they gave us decals. In Tekken 7, the hair is just some generic hair that you can pick, and the decal system is gone. Just to me, the customization in Tekken 7 is really not that good, honestly. I really can't say anymore. I just feel like it wasn't an improvement from the past 2 games that had better customization in my opinion. So what's kind of really crazy to me is that nowadays you're paying more for less because video games are more expensive these days and you get less content now. That doesn't make sense to me. And then you pay even more for the DLC stuff that comes out. And yes, it's cool that we get Tekken Bowl, but I think a lot of people want Tekken Ball more. With Tekken Ball, you can actually have a lot more fun because it's still Tekken in a way because you're doing Tekken moves on a beach ball, and it's like really cool. And then they have even tournaments for that stuff. And I know they gave it to us in Tekken Tag 2, but they gave it to us in the Wii U version. The Wii U version, the version that no one really played, I think, because. And I don't understand why it was a Wii U exclusive whenever Tekken Ball was introduced on Tekken 3 for the PS1 exclusively. So why is it on the Wii U version exclusively? Ah, my goodness, these people. So it seems like now, if you're not an esports person or if you're not someone who wants to practice the game and play competitively, there's nothing else you can do with this game because like once you get done with story mode, you really have no other reason to play the game unless you want to compete online or go into tournaments because arcade mode doesn't offer you anything. Treasure Battle doesn't offer you anything. Team Attack, I miss Team Attack. There was something so cool about playing Team Attack whenever you pick your eight men and then you fight the computer and it switches characters and your health recovers when you win the match. Kind of like Survival, which is also missing too. It was really cool, and then it'll be also cool to play with friends. And then people will come to me and say, "Oh, Melku, no one's gonna play that, so that's like wasting resources and time." Whatever, man. You can tell me that they're gonna leave those out, but they're gonna give us a VR mode that no one's gonna play. The VR mode is the stupidest thing I've ever seen ever in a Tekken game. You just watched, I think you watched AI fight on that stage Infinite Azure, but instead it's nighttime and you get to just move the camera or whatever, or I guess you're looking. That's all I know about it, and I'm pretty sure that's all there is. But they, you know what they could have done? This would have been hard to do, and I don't know how many people would have played it, but it would have still been cooler than what they gave us back then. And was it Tekken 2 or Tekken 3, or was it both of them? There was a secret mode where you could play in first person as a wireframe against the AI. It'd be really cool to do that in VR mode, but it would be hard, but it still would have been better in my opinion. You done it before, you can do it now, especially with the VR. But after you beat the story mode, you do get character endings. You know, a lot of fighting games are starting to stray away from the traditional way you would play arcade battle and then you would get an ending. But now you're forced to play the entire story mode. Then you have to play character episodes, which is only one battle. At least Street Fighter V, they gave you 5 battles, I guess, for character interactions. But Tekken 7, you only get 1, and a lot of the character interactions do not make any sense, and the endings are not worth your time. Like, I don't really like this character that much, but Paul, can you just imagine Paul being your favorite character and you get an ending like this?
Gotcha! Yeah! Get lost, loser!
You stink!
We love Panda, not you!
No!
Whatever happened to that cool Paul in Tekken 4?
Ain't my style.
Yeah, he is comic relief, but you know, you don't have to make his ending that bad. It's really insulting, and I really feel bad for the Eddie Gordo fans too.
He's worked so hard. His whole life has been revolved around Eddie Gordo.
That sucks.
I won't say anymore.
That sucks.
The true ending.
Oh god.
about nice things. Think about flowers. Think about rainbows. Think about Lucky Chloe.
I'm not saying Tekken 7 is a bad game. Like, it's alright to me, okay? It gets like a 7 out of 10 because they're just missing a lot of other things that could have made the game perfect. If you're an esports person and if you're really practicing and wanting to compete in tournaments, you're probably loving the game a lot. Like, you're probably going to rank battle and ranking yourself up. But for me, I'm a little in between. I play competitively, but at the same time, I like to do other things as well. Like, if you're on my friends list, I am not playing ranked battle unless I'm streaming. I only play ranked whenever I'm streaming. If you don't see me streaming, I'm either playing with a friend or I'm playing, you know, some single player mode or something. Because I can sometimes find enjoyment out of those things, but with this game, they don't give us enough. So another game mode that I really wanted to be back was Tekken Force. Tekken Force, I don't know what it is, but there's just something so cool about playing as your favorite character and just, you know, beating up a lot of other enemies. That was always fun. By the way, if you like this video and like me, or like Tekken, please comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.